Hello, hello. Hopefully you can hear me. Okay. Hopefully you can hear me. Just gonna wait a few more seconds because I want to start at 11:20. This is my first YouTube live. Yes, we're just gonna thug it. We're just gonna thug it out. We're just gonna thug it out. All right. Hello. Welcome. My name is Brianna. Thank you so much for joining me for this 60-minute yoga for the crash outs. Yoga for the crash outs. So, with everything that's going on in the world, with all the transits happening in the planets, Halloween was just yesterday. If you needed to crash out about some things, I get it. I get it. But now we are here on the mat so we could depress and de stress. So, thank you so much for joining me for this 60-minute beginner flow. We're going to start off in a seated position. If for any reason there's a posture or anything that doesn't feel right or comfortable in your body, please listen to your body. Please remove yourself out of that posture and you will always have child's pose to come back into. We're going to start off in an easy pose, Sukhasana, sitting nice and tall on that sit bone. Draw the shoulders up and back. Sit up nice and tall. Hands, palms facing up in a position of receiving. We're going to take a few rounds of breath here as we center our mind, body, and spirit for this sequence. So inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. As you exhale, creating more space between your shoulders and your ears and the crown of the head up to the ceiling. In through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. You come to a natural breath here. Take note of how the body feels. You know, after you crash out, after you go off, your head be a little tingy. Heartbeat going fast. Let's just take note of what we're feeling right now. Take note of how the breath feels moving through the body. Inhale through the nose, fill the belly up with air. Exhale. Give yourself permission to just be. Give yourself permission to just exist. Maybe the eyes are closed, or you can lower your gaze to the floor. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Interlace the fingers. You're going to press the palms to the ceiling, lift up. Maybe you take your eyesight up to the ceiling. See how that feels. See how the neck feels. Inhale. Exhale, resting in that posture. I'm going to sweep the left hand down. Right hand goes up and over. Open up the chest here. Maybe you look up Keep the hands up. Right hand comes down. Just giving yourself permission to release any thoughts that are not supporting you at this moment. Keep the hands up. You're going to flow from side to side here. Stretching the side of the body, sending air to the side of the body. Now, as you lean into this right side, we're going to sweep this left hand down in front. Right hand comes around and up. Right hand comes down. I'm going to sweep it around. Left hand comes up. Inhale. Exhale as you curve the belly. Fold the belly. And then once you come down, walk the hands out. Reaching the fingertips out in front of you. Finding relief on that lower back. I really hope you can hear me. I'll find out if this mic is working or not after this goes up. You're going to walk the hands towards you, lifting up. Oh, nice. Now you can meet me in a tabletop, nice flat back, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. We're going to move through cat and cow, press the belly down, send the crown of the head up, tailbone up. Make a C shape with the spine. Inhale. Exhale, curve. Inhale, pressing through cow. Exhale, cat. And just move through a few rounds of cat and cow at your own pace. Nice. And on your next exhale, curving, we're going to move into some intuitive cat and cow movements. So maybe you do barrel rolls here. Sitting the crown of the head and the tailbone in the same direction. Take your time. Pushing the floor away. Spread the fingertips. Inhale as the chest opens. Exhale as you curve. Then we're going to hold here and rotate in the opposite direction. I think I'm going in the opposite direction. I kind of forgot. Yeah, that was right. That was right. And take your time here. Really see what the body needs, what the body wants. Nice. Now we're going to create circles with the wrists and the knees. So send the chest forward. Inhale. Exhale as you send the hips back. And I just walk my hands out just a bit more to support a better cobra here. Inhale, pressing the thighs down, open the chest. Exhale, send the Hips back. Take your time. Because we'll go in the opposite direction soon. Nice. And as you go back into that child's pose, hold. And then we're going to go in the opposite direction. I remembered this time. And the hips back. Really just connecting to the body here. Again, any thoughts that are arising that are not supporting you in this moment, acknowledge them. Say thank you. But not right now. Not right now. A few more rounds of this, and you'll meet me in a cobra. Nice. We're going to bring the pelvic bone down. We're going to come to a baby cobra. So come all the way down, press the chest to your mat. Then we're going to lift up just a little bit. You should still be able to balance the hands here. If this is uncomfortable on the lower back, you create more space between your feet. See how that feels. We're going to hold. And release. Another baby cobra. Lift the chest. Exhale, release. On the next inhale, another baby cobra. Exhale, send the head down. Big toes together, knee mat width apart. Send the hips back, child's pose. You want to activate this child's pose. So you're walking the hands out in front of you and you're sending the hips back. Really melting the forehead down here. You're gonna walk the hands over to your left side. Right hand stacks on top. And melt. Sending air to the right side of the body. Remembering you always have your breath to come back to. You're going to walk the hands through center, over to your right side. Left hand stacks. And melt down. Nice. Few more rounds of breath here. I'm going to remove my socks. We're about to get this party started. All right. Now walking your hands back to center. You're going to press up, tuck the toes, send the hips up. Nice flat back here. Nice. All right, so downward dog. Maybe your heels are on the mat. If not, absolutely fine. You're going to put a bend in your knees. Maybe create space between your feet. Try to find that sweet spot within your downward dog. Pressing the belly into the thighs. Just want a nice flat back. I'm going to pedal the feet here. Pressing into those calf muscles. Allowing fresh blood to flow to the head. Heart overhead. Nice and slow. We're still pedaling. Still pedaling. If you want to come to a still downward dog, that's absolutely fine. Trying to loosen up any stagnant energy in the body, in the mind, in the heart. Shake your head yes and no. Nice. Believe I can stand up. I think you'll be able to see me. So we're going to run through a sun salutation. I believe it's B. Walk the feet behind the hands. Forward fold. At the top of the mat. Maybe put a slight bend in your knees, come into a rag doll. Really allow the hands to just hang here, the arms to hang. Release the head down. Shake the head yes and no. You can also hold the elbows here. Ragdoll. I like to sway side to side, dramatically sending my hips from one side to the other. Listen, I believe in crashing out. I do. However you feel, you should express it. But then you got to move on. That's why go ahead. Freak out. And then take it down to your mat. All right. Inhale, half lift, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. I'm going to sweep the hands up overhead, interlace the fingers. Send the hands back, slight arch in the back. We're going to bend at the knees and fold. Straighten those legs. Step the left foot back. Right foot back. You can lower your knees if you need to. Moving through a chaturanga, lowering down. Sweep up. Cobra. Tuck the toes. Send the hips back. Downward dog. We're going to do that a little bit faster. Pedaling out the feet. You can walk, step, or hop the feet behind your hands. Forward fold. Half lift. Fold. Sweep the hands up. Hands beside you, mountain. Spreading the toes out and not out in front of you. Spreading the toes underneath you, palms out, mountain pose. You're going to take a few rounds of breath here. Channeling the strength of a mountain. The audacity of a mountain. Embodying that. Sweep the hands up. Forward fold. Half lift. Fold. Hop back. High plank. Lower down. Chaturanga. Tuck the toes. Send the hips back. Downward dog. Nice. Walk, step, or hop the feet behind your hands. Forward fold. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Sweep the hands up. And beside you, mountain. Reverse that swan dive. Fold. Plant the hands. Step, hop, high plank. Move through your chaturanga. Send the hips back. Nice. All right. One more time. Walking the feet behind the hands. I lied. That's probably not the last. That's probably not the last one. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms beside you. Drawing the shoulders back, tucking the tailbone. Sweep the arms up. Reverse that swan dive. Plant the hands, step back. High plank. Cobra. Tuck the toes and the hips back. Downward dog, pedaling out the feet. Nice. Gonna lift the left leg, send it up. Three-legged dog. Bend that knee, stack the hips on one another. Nice. Now you're gonna take your eyesight between your hands. You're gonna step that foot through. Maybe you could do it in one shot. If you need to guide that foot through, that's absolutely fine. Guide it through. So anchoring down into a crescent lunge. Send the arms up. Toes are forward. You're up on those back toes. That front knee is at a 90-degree angle. Nice. Now we're going to come into a warrior one, pivoting the heel down, but you want to keep your hips squared, shoulders squared. We're just lowering that back heel. Warrior one. Warrior two, open up the arms. Nice. Arms are parallel to the ceiling and the floor. You don't want to be slanted. You want to make sure the spine is nice and straight. You're keeping your eyes, so you're looking between your pointer and your middle finger. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. I like to lean forward, take that left hand up. You can either wrap the right hand behind you or just rest it down on that leg. Now we're going to come down into a side angle. You can either rest your elbow on your knee, or you can bring that hand down with your eyes to this hand floating in the air. Nice, nice, nice. Take a few rounds of breath here, holding it. Nice. Right hand comes down. Pivot onto that back foot. You're going to keep that right hand down. Left hand goes up. Holding tight. Tighten those thighs there. Helps with your balance. If you need to lower your knees at any time, you can lower your knees. You don't have to stay up on your knees. Nice. Left hand comes down. We're going to kick that left foot back up. Nice. All right, now that knee is going to come to your chin. Nice flat back here. Send that leg back. Left knee, left elbow. Send that foot back. Left knee, right elbow. Nice. Send that knee back. Nice. Now we're going to come back to the right elbow and we're going to extend that leg out. Right arm goes up. Pivot on the side of this back foot. Right hand comes down. Bend that knee in. Back up, three-legged dog. Float it on down. Pedal Right leg goes up. Bend that knee, three-legged dog. Take your eyes between your hands. We're going to step that foot through, finding that crescent lunge on this side. So again, you're up on the back toes, arms up. Now you're going to pivot this back foot, bringing the heel down, but you want to shift your hips and your chest to be parallel with the front of your mat. Arms go back up. Warrior one. Warrior two. And again, we're not slanting. You're not servers. You're warriors. But don't slant. Arms parallel with the ceiling. Reverse warrior. Find your side angle like you did on the other side. Left hand comes down. You're pivoting on this back foot. Right hand goes up. Tighten those thighs to help with the balance. Again, if you need to lower your knees, lower your knees. Nice. Right arm comes down. I'm going to kick that leg back up. Nice. Knee to nose. And back. Knee to right. Right knee to right elbow. Yeah. And back. Right knee to left elbow. But we're not going to go back. Here we're going to extend that leg. Plant the right hand down. Left hand goes up. Left hand comes down. Bend that knee up and back. I'm going to plant that foot down. You go into a child's pose or move through a chaturanga. So, or sun salutation. So you can go to a child's pose or sun salutation. So half fold, half lift, fold, step the feet back, high plank, lower down, cobra. Tuck the toes, downward dog. Or you could be in child's pose right here, which is fine because we're going to meet you there. We're going to meet you there. So big toes together, knees apart, send the hips back. Maybe you come into a wide-legged child's pose, or you also have the option of like this nice little loaf. You bring your knees together, forehead comes down. Take a few breaths. Nice. So to counteract this bend, we are going to do a camel low flow. So your next inhale, you're going to lift the chest, lift the hips off the feet. You're going to sweep the hands up and around. And we're going to interlace the arms behind us. Draw the shoulders back. Send the head back. Here is a variation of camel pose. Nice. Sweep the hands up and down. Send your hips back to your heels. I like to bring my hands to the mat before my head and then sweep the hands behind me, palms facing up. I'm going to do that 3 more times. You can either do the variation that I showed you, or you could bring your hands down to your heels and I'll show you. So inhale, lift up, send the arms back, press the hands on the heels, pressing the pelvic bone forward, opening up the heart, opening up the chest, allowing breath to flow through the front of the body, loosening up any stagnant energy. And as you exhale, just imagine you are releasing all the gunk. I hope y'all can hear me. All right. And we're pushing up, sweep the arms up and around. Counteract that bend. Hands come down, forehead come down. Low. So at your own speed, own rate, let's do that 2 more times, okay? Last time. Connecting a movement to the breath. Whenever the chest is open, you want to inhale. Whenever the chest is curved or bent, covered, release. Nice. A few more rounds of breath here. Slowly begin to walk the hands in front of you and create space between my knees. I'm going to do a scorpion child's pose. So the hands are out in front of you, fingers are spread. You're going to float the chest up. Keep the hands in position, knees. If you need to pad your knees, you can always fold your mat to create extra padding. I don't need it because I'm on carpet. So yeah, float the chest up, keep the toes together. We're gonna press pelvic bone down, nice integrity in the shoulders. You never want to sink into your shoulders. Always want to have good integrity, integrity, integrity. You're trying to touch your toes with your head. Exhale, send the hips back. And do that 4 times at your own pace. There's a lot of trauma. Trauma is stored in the hips and the lower back. So, doing any hip or lower back exercises could get you a little emotional. So that's why this is really good for after a crash out because it's like, get it out my body. And on your fourth, We're going to do windshield wipers once we're in that scorpion. So again, integrity in the shoulders. Release the toes down. You can take your eyesight. If your body's cracking, that's good. It means I'm doing my job right. All right. Send the hips back. You can even go back into that loaf. Knees together. Nice. All right. I'm going to float the chest up. Tuck the toes and the hips back. Downward dog. We're going to press forward, but we're not going to lower the knees. Send the hips back. Up on those toes. Send the hips back. Try not to lower the knees onto the mat if you can. Nice. Send the hips up. I'm going to lower down to the forearm, coming into a puppy. It's a dolphin. Ooh, child. A few rounds of breath here. Nice. Back up on the hands. Left leg goes up. I'm going to step that foot through. Walk the hands over to the right. We're just going to fold over. Sweep the hands behind you. I'm going to lift them up, deepening that fold. Nice. Slowly release the hands. Maybe take the hands behind you. Nice, nice, nice. All right. So I'm going to bend into this left knee. Lift the heel of the right foot. You can frame this left leg if you need to. If you have blocks, you can use blocks, or you can bring your hands to heart center. I'm going to go from side to side. Try to stay as low as possible, okay? So lift, staying nice and low, nice and low, nice and low. And lift the toes over here. Lift. And if you're up on your heels, that is okay. That's okay. Meet you where you're at, okay? Nice. One more time each side. Nice. Walk the hands over, framing that left foot. Lower the knees. I'm going to step your right foot forward. Lift up. Walk the hands over. What you do on one side, you must do on the other side. So walk the hands over, left side. can't see me. Crossover. Remember, you're the opposite way. There's no need for my butt to be in your face like that. And one more time over here. I'm going to turn. Lower the knees. You can meet me on your bum. Extend the legs out in front of you. And draw the left leg in. And we're going to lower it down. If that knee can't come down, you could place a block or something underneath it. You're going to shift your belly button to your right foot. We're going to sweep the left hand up and over as you bend. You're going to try to hold the ankle, the foot, just somewhere, but we're going to create an X and pull down. Head to knee. If your head cannot touch your knee, that's okay. You could bend that foot, press the belly into the thigh. I would rather you do that than have an uncomfortable fold. Keep that right hand on. The left hand is going to sweep up and over. Nice. Sweep it down and lift. Remember shifting that belly button to your foot. Left hand goes up and over. Right hand goes up and over. And fold. Right hand goes up. And sweep the arms down. Extend the legs out in front of you. Slowly send your back to the mat. Draw the knees into the chest. And hug the knees, rocking from side to side here. Massaging that lower back. If the rock doesn't feel good, then don't rock from side to side. You can just stay still. If the rocking from side to side do feel good, you can begin to make circles with the knees. Going in one direction. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction. Nice slow breaths. Nice. Hug the knees in. Extend the left leg down the length of the mat. We're going to squeeze this right knee into the right armpit. Rotate the ankle. Nice. Now you're going to move that knee up and down. See how that feels. See what movement you need. center. We're going to slowly guide that knee through center over to the opposite side. Nice and slow. Trying to bring that knee down to the floor. If it doesn't come down to the floor, that's okay. Maybe you place a block or a pillow underneath it. And you're going to take your eyes to this right hand. I apologize if my head is cut off. This is my first video, giving myself space to grow. All right, and lift back to center. We're going to draw both knees back in. Right leg goes down, hugging that left knee into the left armpit. Rotating the ankle. Slowly begin to draw that knee up and down. I'm going to slowly guide that knee over across the body. Take your eyesight to this left hand. Slowly come back onto your spine. Draw the knees in. When you come into a happy baby, you can hold on to the big toes or grab the foot from the inside of the knees or the outside. The goal is to send the soles of the feet up to the ceiling as you bring your knees to your chest. And rock side to side. You can extend one leg after another. See how that feels. Just explore this happy baby here. See what you need. We even have flying butterflies to bring the soles of the feet together. I have to use my elbows to push them out. We're going to do legs on the wall, no wall. So extending the legs up. Nice flat feet. Soles of the feet parallel with the ceiling. Maybe the arms are overhead. Legs on the wall is really good for leg inflammation, tightness of the legs. It helps the blood circulate in the opposite direction. I don't know if you can hear me with the mic over here. I'm just going to hold for a few breaths. Just hold it, hold it, hold this. You got this. At least 2 minutes. Maybe rotate the ankles. Nice. Slowly draw the knees to the chest and bring the soles of the feet down. Do some bridge pose here. Gonna place the hands, fingertips brushing the heels of your feet. Imagine there's a rope wrapped around your waist and it's being pulled. You're gonna send the hips up, up, up. Walk the shoulders underneath. Interlace the fingers and push up. Breathing into the pelvic bone. And release. Walk the shoulders from underneath you. Pressing the belly button into the mat. Inhale, lift up, walk the shoulders underneath you. Have 2 more after this. Release the hands, release. Lower down. Moving at your own pace. And last one. And release on that last one. Bring the knees into the chest just to counteract that bend. Give gratitude to your knees, your legs, your body. Nice. We have made it to Shavasana. So go ahead and extend the legs out or find that special Shavasana pose for you. If being laid straight out is not comfortable for you, you could bring the heels of your feet, soles of the feet onto the mat. Make sure you're pressing that lower back down. And I like to bring my knees together if ever there's tension in my lower back. You're gonna come into your Shavasana pose, palms facing up. You're gonna take 3 rounds of breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale. Another breath together, in through the nose. Sending that breath to every nook and cranny in the body. And exhale, releasing all stagnant energy. Releasing anything that is not working for you. Come to a natural breath here. Give yourself permission to just be in this moment. Give yourself permission to detach. Relax the muscles in your face. Maybe you create space between your teeth if your jaws are clenched. If the tongue is pressed at the roof of your mouth, maybe you release it. The hands could be resting on your belly or on your heart. They could be facing palms up to receive. Because there's a whole party going on downstairs. Know that you are loved. Know that your thoughts, your opinions, how you feel is all valid. Know that you are safe wherever you go because you are the safety. The universe supports you. God, source, supports you. And everything you touch will turn to gold. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And slowly curl over to your favorite side, using your arm as a pillow. Giving yourself a few moments to reflect on what even had you crashing out in the first place. Does it still piss you off? Yes. Yes, it does. But you are zen now. I'm gonna slowly push up, meeting me back where we started. Drawing the shoulders back, maybe open your eyes here. I'm gonna sweep the hands up overhead. Palms together, slowly moving the palms through heart center. You are whole, complete, and lacking nothing. Thank you so much for watching this video. Being a part of your journey, I do not take lightly, and I'm so grateful to be a part of yours. Ashe. I see you next time. Bye.